Hey, how you doing, folks? So today I want to talk about the do's and don'ts being a brand new owner operators coming into the trucking business. Now, a lot of guys think that when they buy a truck, they can just buy a truck, put it on the road, and it should be well. But one of the things that they find out soon enough is that if you're going into this business and you're broke, that's a really bad move, because exactly what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in a really bad situation, because the trucking business, even though you can make a lot of money being an owner operator, it can also be very costly, especially trying to get that truck on the road, because there's a whole lot of things that you have to pay for besides the cost of the truck, right? Because there's a whole lot of permits you got to pay for. Insurance, obviously, you got to pay for that. They're looking for, most companies are looking for $2 million coverage for as far as cargo insurance, so you have to make sure that you can cover your insurance costs. And there's going to be the stuff like fuel that you have to pay for, and that can be from any day to any 2 day or any other day, depending on how often you're running. And if you do not have a yard, then you're going to have to pay for parking, right? And those are just standard stuff that you have to know before you even consider putting a truck on the road. So my thing to new owner operator is, if you're a guy or girl who broke and you do not have the money, or you don't have a lot of money, stay away from that business, because it can be very costly. And also you have to look at maintenance. What if the truck breaks down? Then what you gonna do then, right? Because you're gonna have to pay for towing to get the truck to a shop, and then you're gonna have to pay for parts. You're gonna have to pay for labor, all of that. And these are some of the things that a new owner operator is not thinking. They're thinking, okay, let me just buy a truck, put it on the road, and that's gonna be okay. That's not gonna be okay. And secondly, you have to ask yourself, do you have enough work to keep the truck running? Because this is that's a very big problem that a lot of owner operators find themselves in. They buy a truck thinking that they're going to be busy. The company that they were working with, as soon as they start working, work slows down. There's not a whole lot of work, and then they find themselves truck sitting. And any owner operators can tell you that when a truck sits, it burns a hole in your pocket, because even if you don't have to pay for fuel, you still got to pay insurance, you still got to pay for parking. And one of the things, I'm going to do another video on this, that I'm telling you, when you're buying, you're a new owner operator, do not buy new. Try to buy something used that you can pay off for and be done, because when that truck sits, now you got to think about insurance, you got to think about parking, and now you got to think about monthly payments that you have to pay for the truck. So before you put a truck on the road, that's one thing I would say. Do not come in this business broke. Make sure you have money, because you're going to have cushion money, because you're going to have times when sometimes the companies are taking a long time to pay. Right? A lot of owner operators deal with that, where they work for a company and the company takes weeks to pay, even a month to pay, depending on a contract basis, if they're working off a contract. So it's very important that you, as a new owner operators, cross your T's and dot your I's, and make sure that you have cushion money, that if you're gonna have to take a while before you make any money, at least you have money coming that you can pay for your truck, you can pay for your parking, pay for your insurance, and hopefully you don't go that route. But if you do go the route where you're on a leasing or financing, you have to make sure you have money to cover those, because those costs are going to come whether you work or not. So it's very important that when you come into the trucking business, I would advise you, do not come into business broke. If you're broke, go find a job, go drive someone else's truck, have them pay you, learn the ropes, and actually save some money, put some money aside. That's if and when you decide to put a truck on the road, you're in a place where you can, even if it takes a while to pay, you're going to be okay either way. You can still pay your gas, you can still pay all the expenses that you have to pay, because you made sure that you set yourself up financially before you put a truck on the road. So that's the video I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing more videos on showing you owner operators the ropes and what you need to know in order for you to get started. Okay, so until next time, folks, take care and be safe. See you then.